boys and girls, and welcome to Golden Guitar. We have BoyWithUke here again. This time we had a song called Bad Blood. Before we had Bad Things, I believe. Bad Blood this time. BoyWithUke, yes, of course, he's back. So let's take a look at this one. To match up the sound, we need a capo to be placed here on the 5th fret. So with that, we have 4 different chords. We have E minor, A, D, and B minor. Let's take a look at these chords. So first, E minor, and sometimes when we play this E minor, we're gonna add this little G note down there on the E string. So it looks like this then. So that will be open E, second A, second D, then open G, open B, and then this 3rd E. Sometimes not. Then we will have the open E string there. So for the verses, we'll use this little G note there, 3rd fret E string, and for choruses we go with the plain E minor open E string there. All right, the same goes with the next chord, that is the A. So we'll add and keep this little G note there, the 3rd fret on E string. That chord comes right after the E minor with the G note. So if you go with this E minor here, you just keep the little pinky down there on the 3rd fret E string, and then you recuperate the other fingers to this position here. That's the A. So that gives us open A, second D, second G, second B, and still this 3rd E. But in the chorus, we'll go with the open E. Okay. So that's the E minor and A. Next, D. So that is open D, second G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. And the final chord is the B minor. So that's a bar chord. You place the bar on the 2nd fret. You bar all strings except for the last E here in the bass. And then you need to add 4th on B, 4th on G, and 3rd on B. Yes, so let's take a look at the verse play. And we need to learn the strumming pattern here. So E minor here. To make it simple, we just go with the plain E minor. Doesn't matter because we're gonna learn the strumming now. So one strumming around is down, 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 up, up, down, up. So all right. So first 3 downs. 1, 2, 3. Then comes up, up, down, up. It goes pretty fast there. So first 3 slow, or like playing down. So 2, 3, then up, up, down, up. So a couple rounds of it to get the feeling for the rhythm is. Right, so let's take a look at the different parts here, verse and chorus. Starting with verse, we have this E minor with the G added note there, so a little pinky down there on the 3rd E string with the E minor. So 1 string around for that E minor, then 1 for the A with that little pinky still on the 3rd fret E string, then 1 for D and 1 for B minor. That is 1 chord progression, E minor, A, D, and B minor. You play that for 2 rounds like this. So on. 2 rounds of that, and that takes us to the first chorus. Now you can skip these little pinkies added there, so just plain E minor and A chords. So we're gonna play the same strumming here and still 1 string around per chord. Now the chord progression will be E minor, B minor, D, and A. Okay, so you're gonna play that chord progression for 3 rounds in this chorus. So that is 1 round. 3 rounds of that, and that throws us back again to the 2nd verse. From now on, it's pretty much repetition here. The 2nd verse is played in the same way as the first one, and the same goes with the 2nd chorus almost. You're gonna add 1 extra round to it, so 4 rounds instead of 3. All right, so 4 rounds of the chorus play, and that brings us to the bridge part. We are now about 1 minute and 50 seconds into this song. Okay, so you're gonna play in the same way as you play the chorus, but now you're just gonna play 1 down per chord. So only 1 down for the following E minor, B minor, D, and A. Not that fast, but yeah, I think you understand. 1 down per chord, chords. And after that bridge part, which you're gonna play just once of this chord progression, you go back to play the final chords there, and that is played in the same way, exact the same way actually as the second one. That means 4 rounds of that chord progression, and that is how you're gonna handle Boy With Uke's Bad Blood. All right, so if you're a fan of this little boy, then you have to subscribe to this channel. We're climbing here in amounts of tutorials here on going guitar with this boy, with Uke. So yeah, subscribe to this channel and get his songs here. So thank you for support, guys. I really enjoy to do this when I see you interact with me and yeah, supporting me here. So yeah, till next time, play tuned.